Of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Leonardo DiCaprio was having a meeting with Al Pacino, and Brad Pitt was hanging by the bar. And then if you remember after that, they picked up their car in the valet parking area. All right, so now, everybody remember the Pretty Woman movie, right? So yeah, so Pretty Woman, remember at the very end, Richard Gere had his head sticking out of the sunroof, starts honking the horn. Oops. Let me, I'm gonna play the audio after, actually. It's a little bit of technical difficulties. Anyway, real quick, thanks, truck, for blocking the view. So take a look to the right here.
Yeah, thank you, truck.
Yeah, thanks, truck.
Las Palmas Hotel.
Yeah, so right here on the right, I'm gonna turn this audio back on. So I meant to play that as we were driving by, but yeah, we'll get the chance to hear the audio from the actual movie that took place. Yeah, that scene that was filmed right there at the fire escape, official filming location for the Pretty Woman movie.
Had to be the top floor, right?
It's the best!
All right, I'm coming up.
Front balcony.
So yeah, I was totally going to sing the Pretty Woman song as we drove by there, but last time I did, I kind of, it didn't go over so well. I kind of got banned from the van after that, so I won't subject your ears to that kind of singing. Bad enough I got banned from the church choir too for switching the words around to the hymns. That's a no-no. Speaking of churches though, I'm going to pass by the Hollywood United Methodist Church. As soon as we turn right here, you'll see it on the left-hand side. This was a filming location for Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg. Also, remember Back to the Future? They actually filmed the Enchantment Under the Sea dance for Back to the Future inside this church. So yeah, you'll see a better view of it on the left side here as soon as I turn right. Yeah, I actually went to that exact filming location last summer. I had to stand on the exact spot where Michael J. Fox played Johnny B. Good on the guitar. Yeah, they had a special event there last year where people could go there, and it was part of when they played the Back to the Future movie at the Hollywood Bowl, which we're going to be passing by the Hollywood Bowl just up here, famous outdoor amphitheater. Actually first opened back in 1922.
Who cares about interior, exterior, blah, blah, blah.
It's got a seating capacity 17,500. The bowl itself a little bit off the street, but yeah, I'll show you the entrance and the marquee here coming up. That's going to be on our left-hand side here shortly. Sound effects here, but that one's just a little much. Snoop Dogg was supposed to actually play at the Hollywood Bowl on June 27th, but because of the writer's strike, he decided to postpone it to stand in solidarity with the writers. And so yeah, so his next, he's gonna have 2 nights toward the end of October. Tenacious D was here to perform at the Hollywood Bowl recently for the Game Awards.
2,758 stars.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Nice. So yeah, I'm not sure who Louis Tomlinson is, but that's going to be tonight. That's another reason why, yeah, you definitely are on tour. Good time of day, this traffic, yeah, later, especially with this section we just drove through, is one that gets backed up because everybody's trying to get home to get on the 101 freeway. And then, yeah, everybody's trying to find parking for the concert tonight. That's going to get a little hectic in that area. We don't quite have time to go to the zoo, so here's where we'll get to see some of the wildlife here in Los Angeles, and their cars here alongside us on the 101 freeway on the right side. You can really see how bad they look when they're stuck in traffic later on in the day, so that's always, yeah, a sight to see for sure.
Or when it shuts down the freeway, you can walk on the freeway.
What's that?
I actually got to walk on the freeway.
Oh yeah, so where does Pretty Woman rank in your top movies now? Top 10?
Definitely top 5.
Oh, top 5, all right, cool. So yeah, I was right on that prediction. That was an easy one though, that was an easy one. Universal and Warner Brothers, actually not too far away from here as well. Oops, what's this? Yeah, a couple exits for those ones just up here. Also, if we were to get on the 101 freeway, headed in this direction, maybe 30, 45 minutes, take us over to the Hidden Hills, Calabasas area, which a lot of people know about that area. That's where a lot of celebrities live, the gated neighborhoods over there. It's also where the Kardashians film their TV show. I was going to fly us there, actually, in the tour helicopter, but then I found out it's still in the shop getting fixed, so we're stuck with the tour van, so apologies, but yeah, next time we'll get that helicopter going. Just joking around. I've actually had somebody fall for that, where at the end of the tour, they're like, hey, I'm still going to be in LA a few more days. You think the helicopter's going to be fixed pretty soon here? You know, so sometimes I guess I can't say things with a straight face. I guess there's hope for my poker career too, you know? But now we're turning on to Mulholland Drive. So this is a world famous street we're going to be going on. This is the street we'll take to get up to the Hollywood Hills, see some nice views, and then we'll go make our way all the way over to Coldwater Canyon Boulevard, which is the street we'll use to drop down into Beverly Hills a little bit later on. So this is a kind of a tricky street as far as a lot of cars kind of coming around the corners a little too fast. So yeah, pretty strict no pulling over rule, but what I will do is just I know there's going to be some openings, I'll give you a bit of a heads up. For example, yeah, a big example here, coming up on the left side, we're going to see our first view of the Hollywood sign. We'll see a few more views because we're on a windy street. But yeah, so take a look directly to our left here as we get to this opening. First view of the Hollywood sign. A little bit hazy over there right now. Downtown, actually, you can't even see it right now. Usually we see a view of downtown LA over there.
I know, the weather is weird today, huh?
Yeah, especially since I'm like, yeah, finally we have blue sky, but then downtown's still covered in whatever. So yeah, not cool.
It's still June.
Yeah, it's still June. When somebody said June gloom to me the other day, I laughed at it, but I'm not laughing anymore. June gloom's a real thing, apparently. All right, so we're gonna have a longer stretch here where we'll see the Hollywood sign. So yeah. Also, some of the cars that are gonna be following us. Also, I blame myself for that one because I posted a quick Instagram just before we left saying I've got 8 celebrities in the back. So yeah, paparazzi's probably gonna be coming for us throughout the tour. We'll see if we can negotiate a percentage. See if we, when they try to sell our pictures to TMZ a little bit later on. I'm gonna lose this red truck real quick. Dude, go. All right, so here on the left side, we'll see some more views. Hollywood sign over in the Griffith Park area there. When they first put up the Hollywood sign, it was the Hollywood Land sign, the original one. Each letter back then, 5 feet taller than they are now. So that was 1923. So yeah, we're looking at 2023. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, 100-year anniversary Hollywood sign this year. Which when it first lit up, the original Hollywood Land sign, first lit up back in on December 8th, 1923. So I think that's what they're going to be using the 100-year anniversary for. But I think I haven't heard of any actual specific dates yet as far as the 100-year, any other 100-year anniversary celebrations throughout the summer. But I'm sure there's something planned. If anybody's played GTA 5, anybody play that one? Grand Theft Auto 5. They modeled that one after LA. Some people have taken the tour. They recognize some things, like, like especially if they get over to the Santa Monica Pier, the Griffith Observatory, which was kind of a little bit cloudy over there. Normally we catch a quick glimpse of that. You may have still. I think I saw a little bit through the haze. But yeah, observatory, one of the bigger popular destinations for people coming out to visit LA. As you could predict, house prices up in here, you know, now that we're into the Hollywood Hills, house prices get
Steep.
keep going up. That's the downside. The upside for me, though, is I was doing some math earlier this morning. Turns out I only have to do 3 more tours. I can finally move up here. So yeah, I've been saving. Don't worry, everybody's invited to the housewarming party. I got a former celebrity house I'll bring out. I'll ask your opinion about a little bit later on. All right, so coming up here now, thankfully paparazzi hasn't caught up with us yet. So look to the left as we get up here. There's going to be some white markers up here. I'm going to go as slow as I can. It's just a little behind. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm on a script, or in my mind, I'm on a script here, but I keep forgetting. When we first pass it, we actually don't even see it. Anyway, I'm still going to show you. Here's the part where we're going to have to use a bit of our imaginations, and we'll CGI it in later. But yeah, usually downtown LA down there, which just to this whole opening here that we're passing by. But again, yeah, I photoshopped a little too much smog in there. So yeah, I'll go back to the tutorials on YouTube, see if I can get some blue sky and actually see downtown LA. Not cool. Sometimes too, when we pass it by the, you know, where celebrities live or have lived, I always point out former houses that we pass by. But yeah, sometimes I feel like we're on the Celebrity Gate tour or the Hedge tour when that's all we do see on a few of them. But coming up here, this is an example of that. Katy Perry, this was like 2 houses ago, but she lived right here through this gate here on our left side, right here at 7310 Mulholland Drive, which is surprising to me because it's right next to the public park, Runyon Canyon Park, which is also on the left side here.
So now I know how to get up there, come through the park.
Yeah, parking enforcement here on the, they're always on the prowl to get, to nail the hikers who park up here. I'm trying to get into movie writing, so I wrote a script about tour guides. You know, parking enforcement's one of the main bad guys in that movie. So yeah, I mentioned if anybody earlier when we passed by Musso and Frank Grove, if I think you've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which was written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. One of his other movie, you know, my favorite movie actually of all time, Pulp Fiction. So we're gonna actually catch a glimpse of Quentin Tarantino's house. It's a little bit tricky as far as how we see it, just because as I come up to the next stop sign, I'll go as slow as I can through the intersection. Got this paparazzi here behind us, I'll lose that one. But as we get through this intersection here on the right side, well yeah, we'll be looking directly to the right. And then we'll catch a view of Quentin Tarantino's house that he bought in 1996 for a little over $3 million. So, all right, so that's through this stop sign here. So is this?
Woodrow Wilson.
All right, so take a look to the right here. So yeah, you'll see it as I go pass through here. Quentin Tarantino's house. See right up in the hill there?
Right up in here.
Yeah, directly to the right. And it's a house that he bought in, yeah, as I mentioned, yeah, 1996. But he bought it from Richard Marx, if you're familiar with that name.
Yeah.
Richard Marx, the '80s singer.
Hold on to the night.
It's better you sing it than me because it's still too early. Yeah, it's still too early for me to get
That's all I'm
banned from the
singing.
van. But yeah, we got to get you in the recording studio ASAP. Yeah, how'd you pull that one out? That was like no warm-ups, just like one-hit wonder. How'd you pull? Yeah, unbelievable. Just kidding around. And also it was good though.
Oh no.
So as we get a little further up on the right side is where we're going to see some views of the San Fernando Valley. Especially when you see the first one, when you see the first little brief opening, I definitely need to work on my timing. You know, we already know we're up high, but I should still probably ask everyone if they're, if anybody's afraid of heights before now. So yeah, they'll work on that. Just kidding around. All right, so here's a brief opening coming up here. There's going to be a wider opening up here. So this one's just a quick little teaser of the view down there in the San Fernando Valley. So yeah, so here's the opening here. And then, yeah, as I mentioned, a couple more wider openings, and I'll point out. Yeah.
Wow, pretty nice.
So as we get a little further up too,
It's Universal Studios over there.
What do you see?
Universal Studios.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, Universal Studios, as you mentioned. What I always point out is if somebody sees as soon as you see a blue building with a Minion on it, just to the right of it, you'll see the Universal Hilton Hotel. And then a little further to the right of it, see if you can spot the Harry Potter Castle down there at Universal Studios. So here comes the opening here on our right side. So when you see the Harry Potter Castle, so again, the blue building, then the black building, then the Harry Potter Castle there, Hogwarts. So yeah, so as soon as you spot the castle, see in behind the castle, you got the Warner Brothers sound stages there. Where's which one? Oh, I think she said Mario Lopez.
No, Mario Land.
Oh, Mario Land.
Super Mario.
Oh, yeah.
The new one.
Oh, yeah, that is the newest attraction there. I used to work at Universal Studios, so that's actually the only one that I haven't, only new one I haven't seen yet. Got to figure out what it replaced.
Deer Crossing.
Do you know what attraction it replaced? Oh, I thought you said. I thought you were saying. I thought you knew the answer, which you maybe do. Anyway, all right. So let me lose this car here real quick. We got one more opening coming up on the right side. Oops. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that sound bite here in just a second. All right. So again, one more opening of the whole Universal Warner Brothers area down below in the San Fernando Valley. All right, so here we go.
Where is he?
So yeah, so the more distinct views, obviously, more Hollywood-related ones are the Universal Warner Brothers. But as we continue, we're going to see views, some really good views here as we make our way. So this is all more of the San Fernando Valley here on the right side. But yeah, usually after a rainy day, after it rains the night before and it's blue sky the next day, this whole area, that's when it's the absolute clearest. But yeah, rainy season also usually in LA, 2 weeks straight rain, toward the end of January, beginning of February, that time frame.
Nice,
every
cool
year
out
that I've
there.
lived out here, but this year, it kind of started in December and now like November. Even, we take it day by day here as far as with the traffic. But anybody who, brought the nice weather, which I know from Houston, you brought some of the nice weather. Whoever else brought nice weather too, we thank you. We totally need it. Super weird year so far out here weather-wise.
Exactly.
All right, so coming up on the left-hand side, when he first started doing this show, this gray house coming up here on the left side, this was Alex Trebek's house, the longtime host of the Jeopardy show. He also had a house down in Studio City.
Right here. Alex Trebek's house right there.
Yeah,
Gray
they
house.
called it was when it was Alex Trebek's bachelor pad, they called it. But then after he got married, he moved, down into Studio City, where he unfortunately passed away. And when they had his estate sale, it was actually at the Studio City house, where it was open to the public. So it's kind of like a garage sale setup where people could just walk through. So yeah, I'm guessing the line was long for that one.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah. Anybody know the band Rage Against the Machine? So yeah, Rage Against the Machine, the guitarist Tom Morello lives right up here on Mulholland Drive. This one's an example of the, just seeing the hedge, unfortunately, but yeah, it's a house up here at 8060 Mulholland Drive. So this hedge that we're passing by here on the left side, Tom Morello bought this property mid 90s for just under $1 million.
That's a steal.
What's that?
That's a steal.
Did you see him?
No, I said that's a steal.
Oh yeah, definitely a steal. Yeah, if you were to sell that, yeah, he would totally make way more money, huge profit on that property. So if anybody's ever seen, there's a documentary that came out about I want to say like about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, called Echo in the Canyon, which talks about the whole music scene up in the Laurel Canyon area, which we're kind of at the top of Laurel Canyon right now. Sometimes when we have a detour, we end up going down Laurel Canyon, but yeah, that's a area that's famous for some of the musicians who lived in this area in the 60s and 70s, like the Mamas and the Papas, the Doors, the Byrds.
If I was in LA, sorry.
Yeah, he knows the lyrics. It's all right. We'll just turn the van into a mobile recording studio for you there. Just kidding around. So yeah, this Laurel Canyon Park. We'll see the sign to Laurel Canyon Park here on the left side. This is a dog park in the area. Some people have I've heard it being referred to as the celebrity dog park, but I've never actually heard of any actual celebrity sightings there. So I think, not to say it doesn't happen, but I'm a little skeptical when somebody calls it that. Yeah, Jim Morrison, lived down in the Laurel Canyon area. Oh, if we would have turned there as well, but yeah. Anyway, if we see a dog, lost dog sign up here, chances are the reward money is probably going to be a lot more than in other areas. So I know everybody's on vacation here, but if we see that dog sign though, we'll totally press pause on the tour. Hopefully that dog was, the lost dog was Lady Gaga. So if we find the dog, make sure we get it back to her. And celebrity meeting would be nice for sure. There's some of her beer bottles. I guess she had partied a little too hard up here. Just kidding. All right, so as we get a little bit further up, as we go around a few more of these corners here, we're going to pass by what's called the Summit, which is a gated neighborhood right on the side of the hill. It's a neighborhood that Britney Spears used to live in up until a few years ago. She sold her place. The house I'm going to point out is a former house to Gwen Stefani. When she was, if you remember, when she was with Gavin Rossdale, from the lead singer of the band Bush. Also before that, it was J-Lo's, Jennifer Lopez. She sold it in 2004. So I'm going to point out that house as we get a view of the Summit neighborhood here shortly, and then we'll be turning down Coldwater Canyon Boulevard also in the next few moments. So, but yeah, as we make our way, a few more views of the San Fernando Valley here on our right.
Yeah, there's a lot of gloom. Foggy and foggy.
So now we'll see see the houses on here, the Summit. So as soon as we get up a little closer, so they're all on the right side, but the one that's closest to us is the house I mentioned, former house to Gwen Stefani, and then before that, J-Lo. Oops, that card definitely needs to know where the gas pedal is located. All right, so here's the one. So yeah, the house I mentioned coming up here on our right side. So this is the one I'm thinking about for, let me know what you think. This is, currently where I'm thinking, housewarming party there. As soon as I can. The only problem is, though, I think that one might require a few more than 3 more tours, so I'll keep you up to date on that. Might have to work a little overtime on a couple of days there. But yeah, we'll see if we can secure that one at some point. Yeah, see a few more closer views of that as we drive by it here.
How much is that?
I think the last time, and I'll double check actually, but I think it went for around like 12 million last time, but when we stop, I'll make a point of, because I'm always adding details too, So yeah, so that's definitely a detail I need to remember. here too on the left side. We'll get to an opening where we'll see an advanced look at the whole area that we're going to be driving through. Part of it's the Hollywood Hills. Part of it is Beverly Hills that we're going to be crossing into shortly. But yeah, Hollywood Hills, technically Los Angeles. Beverly Hills is actually its own city. Hollywood's part of LA as well, where we started the tour.
It used to be part of its own city.
And then West Hollywood, West Hollywood, Santa Monica are also their own cities. All right, so here's the area here. We're actually going to pass by a famous singer's house here shortly, which I was skeptical that it was her house, but I've been convinced because there's been a lot of celebrity sightings there recently. Even yesterday, actually. I'll mention the singer too. Yeah, somebody showed me a video. She was pulling out of there yesterday, eating some, I don't know, she was eating like some snacks or something, driving a white G-Wagon. So as we get up here, and so this is going to be where we'll turn onto Coldwater Canyon Boulevard. We're going to see a gate just up here before we do. So it's actually the gate to Taylor Swift's house, which she has a couple eagle statues on there. So that's directly to our left here. And then it's going to be on our right side as soon as we go around the corner. So yeah, so right here is where Taylor Swift was seen yesterday. So she was, waving at everybody. I'm a little more optimistic because when her and I first broke up, right?
She wrote that song about you, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. She kept the eagle statues that I got for her birthday. You know what I mean? So she's probably still thinking about me, do you think?
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, there's somebody else I broke up with recently. I'll tell you about that as we go down. Shoot. They also, for that same house, they housed the contestants for the 2009 American Idol show. Was in that same house, so.
This is the home of Taylor Swift with the Eagles.
So yeah, you'll get a better view as we go around the corner here on the right side.
Let me get over here now. I'll just hold it right there. At that side.
Yeah, we need that G-Wagon coming out of there while we're driving by.
Exactly.
So take a look coming up here. I'm going to go older Hollywood actor here for a second. He's no longer with us anymore. But this gate here on the right side, this was where the actor Charlton Heston lived, was right through this gate.
Oh.
So Charlton Heston, who played Moses in the Ten Commandments movie, also Ben-Hur, just to name a few of the movies that he was in. He was also president of the NRA at one time. Oops, let's get this here. I didn't know this many people were going to be driving by Taylor Swift's and Charlton Heston's house at the same time. Just kidding, this is just a busy street in general. We're going to turn down a side street shortly where a couple of super famous singers live. Pretty much right across the street. I'm surprised that one's not gated. But yeah, I'll mention the names here shortly as we do make our way down. Oops.
This is Coldwater Canyon?
Yeah, so we just turned on to Coldwater Canyon right there at Taylor Swift. As we do get to the next street that we're going to turn down, we're going to pass by some houses on the side of the hill. Not celebrity related that I know of, but I always point out there's 3 of them that are sticking up on the side of the hill that just unique houses to see. Which sometimes we do a vote to see if anybody actually would want to be up there during a big earthquake or mudslide.
No.
Nobody wants to do it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes people don't even need to see the house to be able to answer no to that one. Especially if you're on the left side, as we go around a few more corners, we'll be passing by, there are 3 houses on stilts, kind of cool to see.
Hollywood Says. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, let us know what you think, what you want us to go out and film, see, anything from Hollywood's history. Hollywood Says. Subscribe, notification bell, and don't forget to follow us and leave a comment. Hollywood Says. Don't forget.